What is up, everybody? Dr. Landon here from Spiral Secrets, and I'm bringing you another episode of Spirals in Sports. This time we go to Lacrosse with this monster named Myles Jones. I first got to give a shout out to my guy Chris C. He was the first person to ever purchase my physical education course, and so I'll always shout out, thank you, my guy. But he put me on lacrosse. He was a lacrosse coach before, and ever since then, I've been connecting more and more with lacrosse guys, and they keep telling me, "Yo, this sport is crazy, super underrated. It's art, it's cutting, it's power, it's precision, it's timing, it's teamwork, and yeah, it's just crazy." But this guy, Myles Jones, he's I think 6'2", 230 pounds, so he's a monster. He could run. He could cut, he could spin, he could shoot. I just watched him shoot, up over 110 miles per hour, using his lacrosse stick, and that's crazy if you think about it. These guys are slinging fastballs at each other, and if you've ever felt a lacrosse ball to do some myofascial release, you know that sure hurts. But let's go ahead and look at his mechanics, and break them down and see his spirals. So the first thing that we notice here is, okay, cool. So the first thing that I notice is the rotation in his body, right? So as soon as he is gearing up and getting ready to go, you can see him starting to spiral to his right hand side. From this neutral position, he'll go into a slight rotation to his right, and flexion of the knee and flexion of the hip, right? So he's going this way. So he's going this way. If I can get this set up, that would be great. All right, so he's going this way, opening up to his right, getting some flexion in his hip right here, right? And then as he's leaving the ground, those forces should spiral the other way. So you see that, right? It's a little bit late. I would have liked his knee to be in this position here. So instead he goes to it there a little bit late, and you can see that the spirals don't really get to leave his leg fully because of that. At this point here, I would really like for his leg to be in more internal rotation, and that way his heel would be this way instead of this way, right? If it was more internally rotated, more of those spirals could have left, and he would have more rotation to his left. But maybe because the defender is on his left, or maybe because of the positioning of the stick, he's not able to do that. So let's continue. So looking at his left foot now, I would really like to see his foot at this point begin to go into internal rotation, so that he can continue rotating this way. But there, see, that side's a little bit better. That side's a lot better. That side's a lot better. You guys can see that even behind his knee. And probably because of the positioning of the stick, this side looks amazing. Like, if you see this guy running at you, you're in trouble, right? Because you can see the internal rotation of the extended leg. This front leg has this, it's already finished its rotation here, right? And he's rotating to this side, right? So this is a beautiful spiral on this side. Let's see what he does with it. So here, because he's gonna basically, tackle this defender and put his shoulder right into him, he's not actually gonna be able to rotate back this way, right? Because he's basically running into this guy. So let's see what happens with his spirals. Boom, he just gives him a nice little shift at the end, especially. Boom. So you guys can see how if he's just straight running, right? If he were to rotate his rib cage back this way, his extended leg would continue rotation here, right? But because he's running into, this wall right here, or this guy, a lot of those rotations are coming right back at him. So it's keeping him rotated to this side. Right? This is all energy, this is all physics, this is all, it's all math basically. But here you go, you get to see him basically rotate even further and like clear the area, right? So it bounces from here as he's running. He would like to rotate here, but he's bouncing off this wall, right? So instead of him continuing to rotate, he'll bounce further back, right? Rotating more back to the left, to his right, and then that gives him enough clearing space to actually come through, and look, he's ready to shoot. This guy's out of the way. Look at all that torque. Right, and another thing to pay attention to, right, the eyes, right, he's looking at the goal, right, and it's very important to select the target whenever you're doing training. I always tell my people, keep your eyes focused on a target, right, and he's gonna be, oh, dang, you can't watch it. Oh, you can watch it from this side. Perfect. So here we go, right? Originally here, he was trying to rotate, hit that wall, right? Instead of continuing the rotation this way, he hit that wall, and then now he has to continue to rotate back this way to his right. He's gonna sweep that leg through. Now he's got a little bit of room. Okay, so this is a different clip. But basically, whichever side the shoulders are rotating to, that trail leg behind that rotation needs to rotate at the same time. Okay? All right, so if he's rotating this way, this way, this way, that means this trail leg will also need to rotate this way. And we can see that right here. Perfect. Right? The shoulders rotating this way, rotating, 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 and then this trail leg is basically also rotating this way. Right, so I would not want to take a shot from him. My little brother played lacrosse for a little bit. I don't think he really got into it, but it's very similar to a baseball swing, right? It's very similar to actually volleyball as well. But watch this. Look at him build this momentum, take a little hop step with that same foot, taking that translation, that forward momentum, and then turning it into torque. So here he's loaded on this leg, and then when he sets this leg down, he'll load on that side, and then he'll begin to rotate this way around that leg, and this leg will start to go into internal rotation. You guys see that? Right, maybe you guys are sick and tired of seeing the same old spirals, but I'm not, because that's just the way it is. That's how you deliver force efficiently with the most power while keeping your body safe. Right, and this is like the furthest end of his rotation, right? Crazy. This is a final clip, and it's pretty cool to see because you could actually see him spiraling really well. Look, from here, he's gonna shift his weight onto this leg. It's still in the air right now, right? So he's going to rotate his pelvis, rotate his core, rotate his rib cage, and then the shoulders, and that stick's gonna come around this way. And then the trail leg which is now this leg, will also go into internal rotation, and he'll sweep that under just like that. I kind of got caught at the end. Oh, there it is. There it is. You see right there. There. And again, I'm looking right here. And that's how you do it, guys. Whether you're playing golf, whether you're playing basketball, lacrosse, baseball, hockey, it's all biomechanics. It's all spirals. So make sure you start thinking in arcs, in curves, in spiraling lines, in helixes. Stop thinking in straight lines. It'll put you in a box. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. And I will see you guys for the next one. Peace.